All right, so let's continue. So this is the blue galaxy, and it will knit up like this. Okay, so this one is Poppy Romper by Poppy Eve. And it's knitted by Sarah. She's also local. It's a different Sarah from the Halloween sweater. Penny is, oh, the baby's name is Penny, and she's probably already in preschool. So this has been probably 2, 3, 4 years ago. But this is how the blue galaxy knits up. And it has a lot of color play, and it's so much fun to knit. By the way, Galaxy Collection is also available in worsted weight yarn, and the colors look different, a little bit different because of the different yarn base. But it is available in a thicker yarn, and this series is actually very popular for making hats because you don't have to do anything special. You can just knit it, get it done in one night or two, one gift done, right? So this is very popular for knitting hats. And then I have a Supernova, which has a purple background. Supernova is actually the most popular colorway in this collection. And I show you one project next. Oh, I have 2 projects actually. So this is a crochet sweater. Laura, you saw Laura's work before for the Halloween show. And she made this beautiful sweater with Supernova using some white yarn. White yarn is not from me, but it's beautiful. I love it. And then this one's knitted by Rachel. And it is a bonjour or high cowl by Esprit Tricot. And this is actually not a straight Supernova. What she did here is she combined the Supernova with black lace weight mohair yarn. And I thought this is very clever in a way because this is something you could use in your project too. I bet you have skein or 2 of yarn in your stash, which you like the feel of it. It's nice quality yarn, but you don't quite like the colors. Like you wish like it was a little bit, I don't know, bluish or yellowish. Most people don't like to be yellowish, but Rebecca may. So if that's the case, you can combine with this fine mohair yarn to shift the colors to your liking. So I just scroll back to the Supernova. This is very colorful and in a way loved and showy yarn. If you don't like that, you can maybe combine with shaded black. I probably go with navy. I don't particularly like using black in my work. It's just my preference. But by combining black, she toned down the whole colorway quite a bit. But if you look at closely, you can still see all the colors of Supernova. And I think it's really showing through beautifully, and the way she took the picture as well. So I love it. So I thought like I will share this tip with you. If you don't like the colors in your stash, number 1 solution is learn how to dye yarn, and then you can over dye it. But it's not for everybody, I know. So if that's the case, you can combine with other colors to shift the colors to your liking. So it's called optical blending or optical color mixing. If you come into stitches at home next month, I think it's happening in 2 weeks or so, I will give a short presentation, I think it's Thursday evening or something, about this optical blending. So if you're interested, if you buy the marketplace, what's that marketplace? Well, you may have to buy a class or something. Sorry, I'm not sure. But if you come to Stitches next month, I will give you a talk about this. And that talk itself is free for attendees. All right. I see something in the chat. What is the workshop on optical blending? It's actually not a workshop. It's a free lecture for attendees. So you have to probably buy a class, and then you get access to the talk as well. I talk more about that later, but in January, I am teaching a color theory class at Stitches at Home. I think it's January. I can't remember. I think it is January. And color blending is one of the things I talk about, but it's like a more whole color theory class for knitters and crocheters if you're interested. So let's go. So the next colorway is a green universe. And that's a green background. And I have Tarantula Nebula. Sorry if you don't like spiders. It has a brown background. Then I have Andromeda. Andromeda has black or maybe dark, really dark gray background. And here's my friend Keith. If you came to Knit City, you may have seen him. He's a long-time volunteer. He loves knitting. So he designed and knitted this beautiful shawl himself. Because it's his original design, it's not published, unfortunately. He said he wrote down the pattern, but he's just too busy at work to do the pattern right now. So, but it shows you how the Andromeda will knit up. It has a black background with speckle of all the colors. Okay, so that's the Galaxy collection, and I like to show you one finished project by me. Sorry, the color looks a little washed out in this picture. This is Find Your Fade shawl knitted by me. I love it. I think I have it here. Let me show you. So that's the shawl. And I love the size of it. It's really keeps me warm in the winter, literally. Sorry, it has a tag because it came back from Knit City. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. So if you like to be a shawl twin with me, the Galaxy Collection full skein is available, and it's also available as mini skein set and also individual colors. Thank you. So that's the knitted version, and of course I said I'm a weaver, so whenever I have a new colors, I love to weave it, although it's not happening recently and my new collections don't have any woven samples. But one year I decided to weave this and I just put them in stripes. I didn't even bother blending the colors, like, alternating the colorways or anything, because I just wanted to weave. And if I start doing those blending and everything, I will not finish it. So usually my goal is to finish the project. And here are the 3 shawls that came out of the warp. And if you're a weaver, like we use optical blending all the time. So we always cross in the warp yarn with the weft yarn, that's length side yarn and the width side yarn. And for the top shawl, this one, I use purple lace weight yarn. It was a commercial yarn. And then I use black weft for this one. And the one in the background, I use the navy. You know what? I love weaving donegao yarn. It's just like, it's fun in knitting, but like you really appreciate when you weave it. So if you're a weaver, I like you to give it a try. It's a really fun yarn to weave with. So that's my Galaxy collection. And I think some people missed the beginning, so let me repeat this again. I have a coupon code for everybody at Fibre Love Affair, and it's FLA15, and you get 15% off until next Sunday. So it's good for 1 week. Mimi, oh no, Donegal is a fingering weight yarn. It's not lace weight. Yes, you can weave that. And I set that one at the, it's weird set. It's like 16.6. I slid it 122, 122 on 10 DPI read. I know, I'm sorry, it's like a Greek for knitters. But we can do that among weavers. And it's a slightly, at that set, it's slightly warp waist weave. I did that on purpose to show off the colors of the warp. Okay, good, Mimi. And you could probably do 15 or 16 as well. So yeah. And usually for fingering weight yarn, the balance plane will be about 10 to 12 per inch, 10 to 12 inches per inch. But this one is slightly warp faced. Yeah, Stephanie, I like to try that one day, if and when I have time, or when and if I have time. I have too many ideas. I think I probably have ADHD tendency. And I don't know, people don't believe it, but my life is kind of chaos in a way because I have too many ideas and too little time. I need like 36 hours a day. That would be lovely. Okay, so that's enough chat. Let me talk about more yarn. This is Earth Day collection I released earlier this year around Earth Day. So that's released in April, I believe. And it took me about a year to design because of my COVID brain. I should have it. But I love how it came out. And because I only have 15 minutes left, I just go through very quickly. So I have this new beginnings. This is a kind of tonal colorway, so you can get a good stitch definition even if you use for lace or cable or something that needs need to see the stitches. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. And here's Weeping Willow. There is Tidal Pond. So I based on all the pictures I collected about the typical nature scene on Earth. At some point, I decided to stay with blue and green. So this is Tidal Pond. And this is the Mother Earth. And this is the first colorway I dyed for this collection. And that was last year, probably about May or June. Then I have a Deep Sea. And Deep Sea is again a tonal colorway. So you can use it for a lot of fun projects. So that's my Earth Day collection. Where is it? Oh, because Earth Day collection is still very new collection, I don't have a lot of finished project, but this is one of the things I recently finished. And it's a crochet cowl, but I think it will show you how the color will blend with each other if you want to use for fade project. And I love the way how it came out. I'm very happy with that. Okay, and this pattern is Staycation Cowl by Amanda Kafka. And Amanda will be presenting later today at 11:30. So please, please stay for her presentation as well. All right, let's go back to slides. So that's Earth Day collection. And Earth Day collection has one spin-off. Oh, hey, Amanda's here. Hey, Amanda, good morning. I decided to stay with kind of a green and blue with Earth Day collection, but of course, at one point, I thought like, you know, I could add more colors. That'll be fun. So I added some red and kind of orangey red speckles. It's a wet speckle. But I think that's pretty. And actually, like, this color is very popular as well. So spin off worked very well, and it's called Spring Meadow. And I think it really shows you the kind of atmosphere of Spring Meadow, like with all the carpet of, you know, tiny flowers, yellow and orange-ish. So this is one spin-off. Okay, so the last collection I like to show you is a Lakeside Collection. And it is a 7 colorway collection. And it is inspired by my mini vacation to Nita Lake, which is very close to Whistler. Whistler is, in case you don't know, is about 2 hours drive north from Vancouver. And that's where most of the skiing competitions for 2010 Vancouver Olympics were held. And Whistler itself is a party town. You know, it's filled with young snowboarders and skiers, and on the ground level, there's always some kind of party going on, and all the hotels and accommodation are upstairs. And grown-ups are usually stay in townhouse or something. It's like off the town because it's a bit noisy in the town. And the Nita Lake I visited is about 10 minutes drive from the Whistler village. If you walk, it's probably about 1 hour to 1 hour and a half, I think. And it's a very secluded area, nice retreat. We visited there during summer and we stayed there 2 nights, and that was really, really nice. So this collection came from that trip. And I don't show you one by one because I don't have a lot of time, but I show you some projects. So this beautiful shawl was knitted by Roberta. Roberta lives on Sunshine Coast, so if you're local, you may know her. She's a very productive and beautiful knitter, and look at her, like she's so elegant. I love this picture. So she used Lady of the Lake on kit silk. Lady of the Lake is a spin-off from Lakeside Collection. And the Spring Thaw on Sparkle. That's part of the Lakeside Collection to make this beautiful birds of a feather shawl. Hey, I love this picture. So here's another shot on beach on Sunshine Coast. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, then about 3 years ago, my friend Francoise Danwa, you may know her as Frenchie, agreed to design something for me. And what she picked was Mermaid's Tail and Ison Lake from Lakeside Collection. This is very interesting. It's actually in taosha, meaning like you exchanging the colors as you as you go. Usually people use Intasha to do the pictures, right? Like cat face or something on your sweater, but she used it to make this really modern looking, more geometric shape using that technique. It's a little challenging, I have to say. It's not difficult, but you have to keep track of a few factors. But if you want a little bit challenge, like how it knits up is really beautiful. I actually started knitting one. I gave up because the cable spine in the middle, they started becoming too tight. So I probably have to do a little more yarn over so that cable doesn't get too tight. But I like to try it again when and if I have time. So that's a Merino wrap by Francois Stanwa. And then, of course, I wanted to read this Lakeside collection as well. So this was again on my loom. I know there are lots of shafts, but I only use 8 of them for this. And again, I just put them in stripes. I didn't even bother like alternating the ends or anything. And I came up with these 3 shawls. These shawls actually very popular. So I probably will 3 warps by now. They tend to go very well. And if you are interested, I use Mermaid's tail on the left side. This is indigo constellation for the lift in the middle. And the right side one, this yarn for the lift is not available because it's a little too time consuming to dye. What I did is I tried to make the warp yarn a little lighter on the right side or top side and a little darker on the bottom side. So like it depending on like your tension in weaving as well, you may not get the same effect. So that one's not available, but if you're interested, you could use Coffee Time on sparkle yarn and get the very similar effect, but it's not quite the same. Okay, so this is Lakeside Collection. And I have 5 minutes left and I don't know how much I can show you. See, like I have lots more slides. I have 50 more slides. I could talk 2 hours if I want. And I deleted lots of slides yesterday too. So for the Fibre Love Affair, I have a special coupon code for you. You can get 15% off anything from my shop with the coupon code FLA15, and I just put my shop link again in the chat. And it's good until next Sunday, so you have a week to look around. And if you buy more than $50 Canadian, which is basically 2 skeins of yarn, I pay your shipping. So you don't have to worry about the shipping cost. Okay, Love Note sweater. I don't have it here today, but talking about optical blending, about mixing the mohair with the fingering weight yarn, you can do lots of fun. So I know you most probably made one of these, or maybe 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. I know people just keep knitting them because it's so fun and quick to knit. So I have a few color combo available in my shop. Just be careful. If you order 1, you get 1 skein each of mohair and fingering weight. That's because their sweater comes in a really wide range of sizes. And if you're making like toddler size, you only need 1 each, right? But if you're making adult size sweater, you probably need to buy 2 or 3 sets depending on your size. So this is one combo I offer, which is called Blue Heather combo. And I have two more options. This is coffee combo. And it comes with these two skeins. And I just want to show you this hat. It is called Love Note Sweater Kit, but of course you don't have to knit Love Note Sweater. And this is what I made with coffee combo. And the pattern is called Salma Hat by Ines Sang. And what she did is she used only the mohair yarn for the bobo. But for the body, we knitting with two strands together. So the color looks different. And a lot of people got fascinated by that at Knit City and just asked me, like, how did you do that? Like, is this like stranded knit work? I was like, no, like it's not that complicated. So I just put in the name, Salma Hat by Ines. And Ines, oops, sorry, I only send it to Anne. That's not good. Ines is a local designer as well. She's an interesting woman. She's originally from, my brain just blank, from Riga. Where's Riga? Anyways, Eastern Europe. And she, yeah, and she, Latvia, yes, Mimi, thank you. My brain died for a second. And she studied Chinese literature and she moved to Shanghai. And she said like she was ready to die in Shanghai. And then she met her husband, who was originally from Shanghai, but living in Vancouver. So she was forced to move to Vancouver according to her. But she does beautiful work. I hope you can check out her work as well. Okay, 2 minutes to go. So I have this coffee combo. And then I have a pink combo if you want to make a nice pink sweater for a little kid or big girls like ourselves. That's the close-up. Okay, this is a Granville Island shawl. I only have 1 minute, so I can't really tell you the details, but this is really beautiful shawl and it's very popular. And like every time I restock, I sell a lot of them. And designed by Jenny F. She's a sweater freak on Instagram or sweater freak knits. And this is Granville Island shawl. And then at the end, I have a die kit available. And I thought I'd throw this in because it was very popular for Christmas gift last year. And it has pretty much everything you need. You only have to collect something like plastic cups or something, maybe yogurt cups to hold the dies, and then you're ready to go. So that's what comes in the kit. Thank you, Cindy. And then, okay, it's 10 o'clock, but I give myself 1 more minute because I organized the show. That's the advantage of having my own show. So I'll be teaching at Stitches at Home next week, actually, next weekend. Studying next weekend, but actually in 2 weeks. And I'll be teaching a basic weaving class and show you how to warp your rigid heddle loom in a traditional method, not in a direct method you may be familiar with. If you have taken my Vogue Knitting Live class, this is kind of expansion of that class. Stitches gave me 3 sessions instead of 2, which I had at Vogue. So I have a little bit more time to go through the process in details. If weaving is not for you, I'll be teaching the color theory class in January, I believe. And then I have another weaving class in February. Those are online, but next year, March, I'll be teaching at Stitches West. I have 3 color classes. One is for knitters and crocheters. One is for rigid heddle weavers. One is for dyers. So they taught me, they asked me to teach 3 color classes, and I'm so excited for that. So I hope you can check that out if you're interested in learning from me. So just one more time. Thank you so much, Mimi. I know I had lots of fun. I love teaching, just like I like that kind of light bulb moment in my students' eyes. And it's like, wow, like, you know, I could help people doing this way. Yeah, Cindy. Yeah, I know you're from California. I hope we can meet at some point. Okay, so I talked about this already. I'm already 2 minutes over, so I probably should shut up. Okay, thank you so much for coming.